From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Well, it looks like we're finally going to be wrapping things up here as far as any rain is concerned through the night tonight. There's still going to be some scattered showers, even for the valley, but really going through the evening and overnight hours, chances do begin to diminish. Not only in the valley, but of course, even the snow in the higher elevations. That being said, we're still going to see some of those snow flurries in the mountains. This will continue to create problems as far as chain requirements are concerned. So, of course, we'll take a closer look at that here in a second. Now, with the clearing skies tonight and tomorrow morning, with a lot of that leftover moisture from the rain we've seen the last few days, we are going to be looking at the potential for some morning frost with those cold temperatures moving in. Now, keep in mind, this is a cold storm system that moved in today, and that's ushering in colder air. So as we clear things out, that even allows our temperatures to drop even more. So we could be looking at temperatures kind of hovering around that freezing point, which could give us some of that frost, including the valley. Not only tomorrow morning, but even Saturday morning as well. So just be aware of that if you live in the valley and protect any of those plants outdoors. There you can see mainly dry this weekend and not to mention next week. But there are some, chances in there. We'll take a closer look at that here in a second. Here's what the north coast looks like here as we go tonight and into tomorrow morning. Again, mainly looking at a chance for a few scattered showers here and there, but nothing significant. That's the case for the inland areas. In fact, we'll see some of that fog developing overnight with those clearing skies. And for Trinity County, could also see some of that fog as well. Otherwise, things are clearing out and warming up a little bit here. But again, that cooler air is still pretty much in place. Take a look at that forecast for the North State. Taking a look at the valley, again, with those temperatures dropping down to the low 30s, we could see some of that patchy frost out there. And then we take you into Siskiyou and Modoc County. Of course, we're looking at dry conditions, but cold, especially to start off the day. But even at 10 a.m., it's still about 34 degrees. And then for the eastern mountains, also cold. You're looking at those temperatures dropping down in probably even some upper teens, low 20s for those overnight and early morning lows on Friday. So here you can see the system that kind of passed on through today. Behind it, we've got a fairly impressive storm system, but that's actually going to ride up to our north over a ridge of high pressure and will keep things fairly dry. However, that system will just clip us on Sunday, which we'll take a look at here in just a second. For tonight, the rest of tonight, you can see it's really starting to dry out. There are the clear skies, still some clouds off to the east, but those will begin to clear out overnight and into tomorrow. Still a chance for a few lingering light showers, especially out towards Del Norte in northern Humboldt County. And then as we go into Friday through the morning, and not to mention the afternoon, it stays dry. We've got the sunny skies here for the valley and pretty much everywhere else. Weak disturbance on Saturday morning probably won't have much of an impact, if at all. And then Saturday afternoon is looking dry. So we're going to start the weekend off with dry conditions. And also, we're looking at tonight with the snow that we're going to see in the higher elevations. So the green is where the rain is, right? And the light blue and the dark blue is where the snow is. So the dark blue is, of course, that heavier snow. So here you can see as we take you overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, what we're going to see here is less rain, and not to mention less snow, but we'll still have a lot of that leftover snow from the chain requirements that we're going to see here tonight and into tomorrow morning. So I'm expecting chain requirements mainly east of I-5 as we go into tomorrow morning. So if you need to be on those mountain highways tomorrow morning, check the latest road conditions because there's a very good chance, especially as you head above 4,000, 4,500 feet, that there will be some chain requirements. I don't anticipate there to be many problems. I say many problems. I don't expect on Highway 299 west of I-5, but definitely some wet roadways and some slick spots too, especially as we start to see those freezing temperatures. So again, just kind of want to remind you that you just need to check those latest road conditions here. Maybe scan that QR code if your phone is handy, and that'll take you to Quick Maps. And the Quick Maps is the best place to go when it comes to figuring out, of course, where those chain requirements are. And of course, you can go to weathernorcal.com, click road conditions, And of course, that will take you there as well. This is what it looks like on Sunday. There's that weak disturbance. Now, the bulk of the rain and snow will be to our north, Washington and Oregon. The tail end of it will clip us. So we could see a few light showers for the north coast, for Trinity County, and even some light showers out towards Siskiyou and Modoc County, with snow levels a little bit higher, about 4,500 feet, but dry for everyone else. Monday through Thursday of next week looks dry, but by next Friday, we could be looking at the potential for some more wet weather, and that may even go on into that next weekend. Is it a lot of rain? No. As you can see, most of it's to our north, and we're just getting clipped by these systems. Looks like those wave heights are dropping as we go into tomorrow afternoon. We're down to about 4 feet closer to the coast, and of course, you start heading out closer to about 8 feet, and those will continue to drop. Now we're down to about 6 to 7 feet, but looks like maybe a little bit of an increase as Sunday's system moves in a little bit closer. Here's a marine forecast for your Friday. North winds at about 10 to 15 knots. And you can see those waves from the west at 10 feet at about 12 seconds. And there are no advisories at this point for tomorrow. All right, here's what it looks like tonight. Mainly clear skies. Look at these temperatures. I mean, we're dropping down to right around or even below freezing. This will mean patchy frost for many areas in the valley, especially a lot of those low-lying areas that are sheltered by the winds. Be aware of that. But even cold, look at these temperatures, teens and 20s for the higher elevations here off to the east. Obviously not as cold, but cold nonetheless as you head off to the west of the valley. Tomorrow, look at that, we're looking at dry conditions. In fact, mainly sunny skies, but still cool, only reaching highs in the mid-50s for your highs in the valley, and only in the 30s for your daytime highs off to the east, and looks like in the 40s for places like Trinity County. You can see out towards Siskiyou County, we're in the upper 30s to some low 40s on average, but some of those colder spots like Tennant and Doris could be dropping down to only a high of about 35 degrees for that daytime high. And for the coast, low 50s for your daytime highs, and dry conditions minus some of those early morning showers. Here's your 7-day outlook, and yeah, dry conditions for Friday and Saturday. Now I do have that chance for some more showers, snow levels 4,500 feet for Siskiyou and Modoc County, but the eastern mountains should be dry on Sunday. Then next week, all the way through next Thursday, we're looking at dry conditions. Here's your 7-day outlook for the valley. Some of that frost, not only tomorrow morning, but Saturday morning is a possibility as well, before we see, of course, temperatures warming up slightly as we go into early next week. Your 7-day outlook for the coast, again, maybe a few lingering showers early in the morning for Del Norte, Northern Humboldt, otherwise dry for Friday, dry on Saturday, and there are those showers coming in for Sunday. Snow levels should be around 4,000 feet for Trinity County. So, of course, mainly just in the form of rain for Weaverville, Hayfork. Then we go into Monday. It is dry, and we should keep it dry all the way through Thursday of next week.